Hey guys, it's Evil Professor. On today's lesson, we're going to have a look at Transformers Cybertron Galaxy Force Optimus Prime, the big flying space truck. Now we're going to start off with just the truck form. You know what, we may end up doing this in a couple of parts just because it's a relatively big figure and I might need a little more time. But start off with the truck here. Like all good trucks, he does roll back and forth, which is nice. Color scheme is really good. I mean, the red, obviously most of the time we see Optimus Prime in the red with the silver highlights. This truck is loaded to the teeth, which is kind of nice. We've got these two big guns up here, and we'll see what we can do with those in a second. And then we have the other side there. Now, in terms of the gimmicks or the wacky actions that they have, special features, I guess maybe is a more polite term. There's a couple things we can do here. And the first one is this weapon has batteries in it, which means it is lights and sound. And there's a little black button there. Can we see it? If I push that, we get the sound with the light flashing there. That's awesome. Now, what we can do is we can take his Cyber Planet key. It looks kind of like the Matrix. And what we can do is we can pop this in the top. We get another brief sound. The gun has now opened up, just so we can maybe see the light on it a little bit better. And we hit the button again. Sounds like a large cannon now instead of some kind of machine gun. Yeah, the batteries are coming out of that for sure. Okay. Pull this key out, it closes back up. We're going to flip this around. And here on the other side, we've got this other kind of weapon. We've got this red part here. We'll play with that in a second. But we'll take the key and we'll put it in here. Whoa! And then we have these side missile launchers that flip out. Did we all see that? And they are spring-loaded missiles, so we can fire that, whoa, and lose it somewhere. I guess I'll dig that out in a second. Put that down. Now, the other thing we can do with this, as I said, it's some kind of Optimus Prime crazy space truck. Whoa, my talking is bad. So what we can do is we can give this thing wings. We've got these side panels here, and what we can do is we can open them out this way, and then we can flip the whole thing down. Flip the gun forward, and then magically enough we have a wing. So what I can do is I can flip this around. Sorry, it's going to be a little bit off camera. There we go. And we can do the same thing on the other side. We can grab this wing, we can flip it out, and we can flip the whole thing downwards. And flip the gun forwards. I'll adjust my camera up a little bit. See if we can get a view here. So it's Optimus Prime in truck form with big wings so he can fly in space. I guess being king of the road wasn't enough. We had to be king of outer space as well. But here we've got Optimus Prime in his flight mode, I guess we could call it, in his truck form. Okay, so we're going to start transforming this thing. Do we see that? Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop the trailer from the cab. This is what we're going to start with. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick break because I'm going to adjust my camera. I'm going to dig out that missile that I lost, and we'll be right back. Give me about, 2 seconds, but you won't even notice. Okay. Okay, so it seemed like a brief pause. I'm back, and we're going to transform this Optimus Prime here. So first thing I'm going to start with is I'm going to fold these bits at the back up onto his legs. Okay, we're going to fold the legs down. Seems to be the way just about every Optimus Prime transforms. We're going to pop the bottom part outwards a little bit on each one. There we go. We're going to flip this piece down, flip that up to protect the Matrix. We're going to get these chest pieces over in front. Stand him up. Adjust my camera upwards a little bit. And then we're going to take this back piece. We're going to separate that, pop them in place, and then we're going to pop his head out. There we go, we've got Optimus Prime. How sweet is that? Okay, so, not a bad Optimus Prime. It is incredibly sturdy. Let me start there. This thing is not going to fall over too easily. Like, look at the size of the feet on this guy. You know what they say about Transformers with big feet? They stand up real well, which is awesome. Now, in terms of articulation, well, his head is going to turn. Oh, come on. There we go. We've got the arms that can go up. Whoops. Back. They can go out a little bit. This shoulder piece kind of gets in the way of that. His elbows bend. They also rotate. And his fingers open out. Can you see that? They open and close, so we'll be able to put a weapon in there. On the legs, well, the legs have kind of that standard joint, but there is some stuff in the way. We've got this one wheel, which we can pop out a little bit. So we can move his leg out. It goes forward, and then back, and then his knees bend. And then at the thigh, we can rotate. His feet also bend down a little bit if we really wanted to. Now, the other kind of thing that's nice about this figure is his face. Now, a lot of people don't like the fact that you've got the open mouth faceplate there. There is a little doodad here on the back. Can we see that? And what we can do is we can grab that and pull it out. Might take me a second to do here. And then boom, we've got the face shield that we all know and love on Optimus Prime, which is awesome. Okay. Does it really matter? I don't know. I guess it's a preference thing. We'll put that back down. Some people really hate the Beast Wars look there. Doesn't really bother me too much, but we'll leave that up. The other thing is, we can have him open up his chest piece there. We can pull this part down, and voila, in there we have a small matrix. Okay, but we'll leave that closed because imagine if he got shot there, that'd be horrible. Okay. So that's our Optimus Prime. What we can do is we had this big piece of trailer a second ago. I'm going to pop off the gun. And what we can do is we can put that as his hand weapon. Which is decent. It sits in his hand really well, which is nice. Can do some decent poses with that. Oh, did I just lose the shield? There we go. So even in this mode, the figure is pretty good. Actually, it's better than his super mode, in my opinion, but we'll look at that in a second. Some decent posability on this figure. Not as much as we could have, because, again, nothing in the waist. Doesn't move at all. But we can live with that, and we can try to make him look like he's about to bust somebody up. So there he is. I think what we'll do is we'll take a quick cut there. Maybe we'll separate this into another part. We'll see how it goes. And we're going to show the next form for this Optimus Prime. So we will be back in a moment.